Hi and welcome to this video. In this video, I want to talk about the best Kinsta alternative for managed WordPress hosting. If you're into premium managed WordPress hosting, that's okay. But personally, I believe the best option is always just host your website on a virtual machine or on a dedicated server. That is, if you have the budget for that, and preferably if you have the skills or you can hire somebody else to set up everything for you. However, if you're into premium managed WordPress hosting, the best alternative to Kinsta that is slightly more affordable and you get a lot for the managed setup, the support is good, I believe that option is Pressable. So let's look at the Kinsta pricing and then we're going to compare with what is there on Pressable. On Kinsta, they provide single sites. You can host multiple sites and the agency plan as well. So for the single site, you can see 35k visits a month. You pay $35 for one website. And then for the second one, $50 a month, 65k visits, one website. Let's just go to the multiple sites and see if there is any improvement in terms of the pricing and the ratio of websites. So let's look at the multiple sites. Multiple sites for 2 websites, $70 a month. That's like times 2 of the other one. 5 websites, $115 a month. So you get the idea. At this point, we can compare the pricing with what you get on the other part. And let's just compare multiple websites against the multiple website alternative that you get here on Pressable. And I can also see this offer is still available. And let me open this in a new tab. And what this offer gives you from Pressable is for every website you migrate from either Kinsta, WPengine, Flywheel, Pantheon, Nexus, or Pagely. These are all managed WordPress providers. If you migrate your website from those providers, for every website you migrate, you will get $100. That is $100 in cash, not credit. So it's not like a credit that goes into your account. It is actual money. So if you manage WordPress websites on these other platforms, you can migrate them to Pressable. And for that, you're going to get $100 capped at $10K. So that is, if you already have websites on those platforms, feel free to migrate them to Pressable if you want to cash in for the $100 from Pressable. So let's go back to pricing. So if you come back here and you just click on pricing. So if the driving factor for you is number of WordPress websites that you can install, you can see, you can just drag that and you'll see that for 5 websites, you'll pay $60 a month. Let's look at Kinsta and compare. For Kinsta, 5 websites, it's $115 a month. So you can see there already the pricing for Pressable is already looking more favorable. The same for 10 websites. If you pay monthly, you'll pay $90 a month. If you pay yearly, it will be $75 a month. And so this is like a rate of one website, $9. On this end, you can see for one website, it's just slightly above $20 per website. So you can also look at the number of visits. If that's what's important to you, then you can also look at 150k visits, $90, and the number of websites is 10 websites. The same for storage. Maybe storage is what's driving you to make a decision. In that case, click on storage and you can see 50 GB, 10 websites. Everything is easy to drill down. That's the point here. So let's also look at the premium site plans. So this is new. So this is a new one and this is highly available. That means that one server goes down, another one is still running. So it gives you a better uptime. Your website will hardly ever go offline if anything happens because there are measures in place to ensure that another server will take over. So that's what this gives you, the premium site plans. And you can see for that $350 a month, it supports millions of visits per month. So this is also based on the CPUs that you get. If you don't know about this, just know 10 virtual CPUs, that is a good number for the server. And then 512 MB for each PHP worker. This is okay for WordPress. WordPress usually even 250 is okay, so 512 is a good number. And all the servers are hosted on AMD EPYC. Automated backups. This is available for all plans. Even the other plans have automated backups. That is the benefit of using a managed WordPress platform. So all in all, you see that Pressable gives much better prices for what you get for a managed hosting platform than Kinsta. So if you want to migrate as well from Kinsta, you can always get $100. That is, if you already have a website there, and make sure you read the terms and conditions, because I think the website has got to have been online for maybe 3 months. I'm not sure. Just read there to confirm the terms and conditions for this offer. Another thing that I didn't say in the beginning, Pressable is an Automattic company. So Automattic is a company behind WordPress. So essentially, you're getting the guys that work on WordPress to help you with your WordPress website. I believe this should help you make a choice whether you want to go with Pressable or Kinsta. So as for the support, Pressable support, the word online is that it is reliable, but what I'd advise you is always pay monthly. That way, if you feel like it's just not up to par for the amount of money you're paying, then you can always migrate to somewhere else. And that's the same for all other managed platforms. Just pay monthly. Don't take advantage of the yearly plans, because you never know. You may not be satisfied and may need to move. And the good thing with all the managed WordPress platforms, they compete. It's a highly competitive field. So one thing most of them all offer is free migration. If you want to migrate, you just talk to support and they'll help you migrate. And once you've tested it and seen that it's the platform you want to use, then you can simply go for the annual plan, because in your dashboard, you're able to change your billing pattern. All right, that should end the video. If you have any question, let me know. And if you also need help setting up your server to host WordPress on your own, you can go to bizanosa.com. That's what we do. All right, my name is Ricky Wahoa. Until next time.